Today I want to go over project 6. I go to my Visual Studio, I create a new project. I create empty project, I name it project 6. I go to view, I add a new item. So let's take a look at project 6. Project 6, question 1. It says write a program with the following input out. Read 5 numbers in array, display all numbers, compute total. So we want to have an input output like this. I go back to my Visual Studio. I start with hashtag include. I use strip. I say hashtag include IOMAN ID. I put using namespace. I have the main function. So let's work on question 1. Question 1, we want to create this input and output. I go back to my Visual Studio. I say cout, double quotations, enter 5 numbers. So I want to store 5 numbers. I can create an array of size 5. When you want to define an array, you can say int x and then the size is 5. I have an array of 5 numbers. I use a for loop. I say for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. I use the CNS statement to get xi. So if I want to display the second line, I can say cout double left arrow. This is the content of array A. I can use another for loop, and then I can use cout to display xi. If I want to find the total of data in the array, I can display a double total. I will assume the total is 0. I write another for loop that I go from 0 to 5. I say total plus equal xi. I can use a cout statement, double quotation, total of data in array A is, and then total. If I want to find maximum and minimum, I can define max and min. I can assume max is equal to first element in my array, which is x0. I can also assume min is equal to first element, which is x0. I write a for loop. I go from second one to the last one. I put an if condition here. I can say if xi is greater than max, max is xi. I can write another for loop here, and I can say if xi is less than min, then min is xi. I can display a Cout statement and let's say the maximum and minimum data are max, put a space, min, and let's try it. I put a breakpoint and I run my program. My program is saying enter 5 numbers. I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. So it's displaying the content of the array. I put a space here and I run it again. If I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9, it displays 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. I put the Cout int L and I run it. If I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9, it displays 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. Total of data in the array is 27. Max is 9 and min is 1. So you can see that the program is working. Let's take a look at question number 2. Question number 1, it says this is a bar graph for array. Option E is asking you to draw the graph of array. So let's copy this and go back to my program. I can write a for loop here. I say for int I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. If I want to display this graph, first I want to display 2. I can say Cout x I. When the I is 0, this will display 2. And then I can put colon here. And then I can have another loop here. I can say for int j equal to 0, j less than xi, j plus plus. I can say Cout star. And then I can say Cout int L. Let's try this. If I run this program and I go to my output, if I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9, I get 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. I get 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. The only thing I need to add here is this sentence. This is the bar graph of array A. I go back to my Visual Studio. I put the Cout statement and I display that. Let's run it again. If I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9, it will display, this is the bar graph for array A. If I put 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9, It will display them. It will display 2, 7, 1, 8, and 9. And this is the bar graph. This was question 1. Question number 2 says complete the program by adding. So I can start with this code here. I go back to my Visual Studio. I say question 2. So in this question, we have an int a, which is an array of 10 integers. So we have an array of 10 integers. It says assign 10 random integers between 1 to 100. I can see for int I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. AI is equal to rand modulus 100 plus 1. When I initialize, this means I want to create some random numbers which are between 1 to 100. When you divide a number by 100, the remainder of that division can be between 0 to 99. If you add 1 to it, it will be between 1 to 100. So it says display array A. I can write a for loop here. And in my for loop, I say cout AI, and I put a space. Find max and minimum of the array. I have int max and min. I can write another for loop here. I go from 0 to 10. I say if I can assume the max and min, both of them are A0. I can say if AI greater than max, max equal to AI. But I go from second one, which is 1. I can say if AI is less than min, min is AI. I can display the max and min. I say max is equal to max, and min is equal to min. I want to find the average of numbers in array. I have float average, I have int total. First, I want to find the total. I use a for loop. I use a for loop. I go from 0 to the last one. And I say total plus equal AI. If I want to find the average, I can say average is equal to total divided by 10. I can write another for loop, and I want to display the numbers in array whose value is above the average. I say if AI is greater than average, cout AI. I comment out the first question, and I run my program. Let's take a look at the output. Mm-hmm. I'm getting some errors here. I need to initialize the total with 0. On run my program, you can see that I have some random numbers displaying here. After I display my random numbers, I put end L. I run my program again. After I display the max, I put end L. So you can see the max and min are being displayed. I put a space here and I run my program again. So max is 79, min is 1. 68, 70, 79, 59. I can display the average. So after I calculate the average, I say cout averages, and I display the average. If I run my program again, average is 50. You can see 68, 70, 79, 59, 63, and 65. They're over average. This is how we can do question number 2. If you look at question number 3, it says giving the following array. We have an array here. Generate a random number to display one of those messages. I go back to my Visual Studio. I comment out this code. I say question 3. I have this array of strings. I have an array of strings. It says generate a random number between 0 to 4 to display one of the following messages. Stay home, continue, call your friend, continue. So first we want to generate a random number. If I want to create a random number between 0 to 4, I can say int random is equal to rand modulus. I can say rand modulus 5 plus 1. I can say cout future I. I can say cout future rem. After I display the random number, I ask the user continue. I want to get the input from the user. I have char choice. I say cn choice. So I can put a do while here. I can say do and then while. choice is equal to small y, or choice is equal to big Y. So if I run this program, let's see what happens. If I run this program and I go to my output, the program says stay home. I put here and L and I run my program again. The program says stay home. I say yes, yes. I put the int random here on top. And I just say random is equal to that. I run my program again. And run my program again. It says continue. I say yes. Yes. The second time I say yes, it breaks. So if I change this 5 to 4 and I run my program again, if I say yes, 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 it keeps going. And if I say no, it stops. So you see my program is working. Whenever I click this, whenever I say yes, it creates a different set of random number. When I say no, it stops. I want you guys to finish this lab. If you have any questions, tomorrow I have office hours.